Mastering the process of customs clearance for historical artifacts. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the requirements for customs clearance of historical artifacts. This is a complex topic, but I'll do my best to break it down into simple terms. What is a historical artifact? A historical artifact is any object that has been created or used by humans in the past. This can include anything from tools and weapons to clothing and jewelry. When it comes to customs clearance, historical artifacts are considered to be cultural property. Why are cultural property important? Cultural property is important for a number of reasons. First, it can provide us with a glimpse into the past. By studying historical artifacts, we can learn about the lives of our ancestors and how they lived. Second, cultural property can help us to understand different cultures. By seeing how people from other cultures lived, we can gain a better understanding of their values and beliefs. Finally, cultural property can be a source of pride for a community or nation. By preserving historical artifacts, we can help to keep our cultural heritage alive. What are the requirements for customs clearance of historical artifacts? The requirements for customs clearance of historical artifacts vary from country to country. However, there are some general guidelines that apply to most countries. The artifact must be genuine. This means that it must be authentic and not a fake. The artifact must be of cultural significance. This means that it must have some historical or artistic value. The artifact must be accompanied by a valid export permit. This permit is issued by the government of the country where the artifact is being exported from. How to get an export permit for a historical artifact? The process of getting an export permit for a historical artifact can vary from country to country. However, there are some general steps that you can follow. 1. Contact the government agency responsible for issuing export permits. This agency will be able to provide you with information on the specific requirements for your country. 2. Complete the application form for an export permit. The application form will typically require you to provide information about the artifact, such as its description, date, and country of origin. 3. Submit the application form and any required supporting documents to the government agency. The government agency will review your application and make a decision on whether or not to issue an export permit. What happens if you try to import or export a historical artifact without a permit? If you try to import or export a historical artifact without a permit, you could face serious consequences. In some countries, you could be fined or even imprisoned. In addition, the artifact could be seized and returned to its country of origin. Importing and exporting historical artifacts can be a complex process, but it's important to follow the rules and regulations to avoid any problems. By doing your research and getting the proper permits, you can help to ensure that cultural property is preserved for future generations.